had dreams about my life, man. I had dreams. My dream was to become a model. Get paid for walking wearing brand new clothes. Yeah? And then my dreams were ruined when I was 6 years old. When I was walking with my mother at the mall, and then her friend came through and she was like, wow, is this your son? He looks like his father. It was the face, the way she said it. He looks like his father. And that's how my dreams got ruined, looking like my father. Yeah, but talking about modeling, the next lady I'm about to call right now, she is beautiful. She could have been a model, but she ruined her chances of being a model the moment she became funny. Beauty and funny. Could have been easy, girl. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on stage, Lihle Msimang. Yes, Lihle Msimang.
Hi everyone, my name is Lihle Msimang. So I was born and raised in a place called Mirolens in Soweto. Kaslamakas. Huh? 1852. The only problem is I'm one of those papers that moved to the suburbs. Yeah. You know the saying, you can take the girl out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the girl? That saying is true. Because wherever you go, when you're from the hood, you have multiple personalities based on what's happening. When you're at work, you pull out the Karen persona. Yeah, Ted, I know, right? I think you should still call the cops. Then when you're talking to elders, it's more humble. It's more humble. Sabona ma, yebo baba. Oh, yes, bonge. Clean. But the real you is this. You're the whistle girl. You always That's the real you when you're from the hood, right? Even me living in the suburbs now, it's true. You can take the girl out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the girl. What they don't tell you is, sure, you can take the girl out of the hood, but her son will never be hood. My son is the least hood person I've ever... I'm trying to get my son to be more black, people. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to get him to be more black. And it's hard, man. It's hard. You can hear it in his cry that he's not hood. Children from the hood, when they cry, it's dramatic. There's snots everywhere. They want to beat someone up. Mama. My son, it's not like that. I want him to be more black. He's just... Just get more hood, bro. That's what I want. My husband and I, we're trying, man. We're trying to make him more black. We're trying, but it's hard. It's hard in these suburban streets, you know? It's hard in these suburban schools that they go to. I love my son's creche. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. They are COVID compliant. They do all of these things. They make sure that the children go to their happy place. And it's all imagination. So much so that recently they had a talent show and it was amazing. They had props everywhere. Everyone was some animation character and Disney and Illumination, all of that stuff, right? My son played Alvin the Chipmunk. And it was beautiful, man. We got there and we watched all our toddlers and we were filled with pride for 2 minutes. Huh? Because after that, I realized that this is the shittiest piece of theater I've ever seen in my life. Please understand something, people. These are toddlers, ages 2 to 5. No one knew their lines. Everyone missed their marks, and then the teachers had to get on stage and pretend as if we're not seeing them. It started off well, started off beautifully. Some beautiful little baby girl, gorgeous. She had angel wings, came on stage and said, "Hello, my name is Michaela." And everyone said, "Aww." And the camera started clicking. Then she looked up and said, "Teacher, I forgot what to say." Then the teacher had to come in, and then she did that thing. You know that thing where people pretend as if we can't see them? She walked in like this, and she was like, okay, baby, just pretend as if I'm not here. And I'm like, bitch, did you know we can hear and see you? So the teacher feeds Michaela the line. And then Michaela says, no, I don't want to say that. I want to go to my mommy. And then the teacher kept telling her, no, you have to say this thing. So let's start. Everybody, no, I want to go to my mommy. She's over there. I can see her. She's over there. And then in the back, because the curtain was closed, in the back, everyone was like, mommy, mommy, mommy. We had to go to an ad break. It was weird. But still, it was elaborate. It wasn't hood. Because growing up from the hood, man, if there was a talent show in any school, church, or a community play, we all did the same thing. Sarafina. There were no props, guys. Come with your school uniform and Sarafina. Hey, what you waiter? And that's what we said. Hey, what you waiter? Because English is not the mother of our tongue. And I said it right. English is not the mother of our tongue. Because Sarafina was all in English. We didn't know what the fuck that bitch was saying. We didn't know a single thing. We were just there. Our Father. It's weird. I want my son to be more black, and I'm trying to figure out how to do it. Because these kids now, they don't play games like we used to play games. We used to go into like this world, well, mostly because we didn't have toys. I think I want to give my son a brick. Take him to school, give him a brick, and tell him that, my son, back in the day, this brick used to be a car, a goalpost. Could be anything you want. Give him a stick and say you can make this into a gun. Doof, doof, doof. And my son loves playing gangsters and robbers, but he says it perfectly. Hands up. Pew, pew, pew. I remember when we did it, we were trying to speak American. I remember Lindo Guhle came to me and said, shh, shh, shh. Put a hand in the sky. Wave it like I just don't care. And then I looked at him and I said, oh no, you're gonna shoot at me, man? You're gonna shoot at me? And then he said, bah, you're dead. And then I collapsed dramatically. You always have to stick your tongue out. That's how you know you're dead. And then the following day, I didn't play with them because technically I was dead, guys. I couldn't go outside and play. So I wanna give my son all of these things. I wanna make him play the games we used to play. We used to play Bati, Chicago, Mgusha. Shout out to that child who saw her mother's stockings and then was like, there's a game here. There's a game here. There's an Olympic game. We can jump over these things. There's a game here. We also used to take songs and make games out of them. The problem with these games is, as South Africans, if you are born anywhere in the 90s all the way to the 70s, chances are you don't know any lyric of any song that was ever sung in the world. I don't care who you are. If you're a 90s, 80s, 70s baby in South Africa, you don't know lyrics. And I can prove it. There was a song that I used to love. It was called Informer by a guy called Snow, right? Remember that song? Informer, you know me, daddies know me, I'm a blam. Aliki bopom down. Yeah, everyone knows Aliki bopom down. No one knows what he was saying, just Aliki bopom down. I know those lines now because I Googled them before I came on camera. But when I was younger, I literally thought that guy was singing in isiZulu. I thought he was saying, Informer, imbuzi maikhala iti me, ayiti bopom down. Made sense to me. Think about it, listen to the translation. Informer, when a goat cries, it says meh. It doesn't say aliki bopombe. It's educational, this thing. I'm gonna teach it to my son. My name is Lihle Msimang. Thank you so much.
Hey, and then I grew up and realized my father has his own dreams for me. The man wanted me to be a soldier. The man wanted me to kill people, man. And sometimes I feel like making him proud. When I'm on stage telling a joke and no one is laughing, that's when I feel like making him proud. Just kill the whole audience and then call my father and be like, Daddy, you were right. It's war out here. It's war. Let's forget about the stage and see what's on this box.
Right. This is your board. Okay. Let's see here what they say here. Afrikaans, 54. Then the English, 55. Geography, 50. Right, let's move on. What is this? Science, 32. The maths, 9. Farieda, come here. When they say 9, yeah. This is the final mark. They say that's the end. Mommy, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something for free. When I say to you, look at the books, I'm not saying it for my health. Huh? I'm saying that so that when you grow, then you can balance. What you're doing at the school, Farieda, when I drop you at the school, what is going through your mind? That it's for nice time, because you are there for the friends. You're there for the friends. Whenever I say to you, Farieda, stand outside the gate when I come to fetch you. I don't have time to waste. I gotta get back to the fam. You think I'm playing around. I'm sick and tired about you. I'm sick and tired about having to have the same conversation with you every time and again, Farieda. Is the last. You know what? I'll take you out of the school. I'll take you out. It's simple, this thing. Take you out of the school. You can go down the road and work at the checkers. Then you can go pack there by the short packers and see how nice it is to not have a lunch break. Huh? You think I'm playing around when I say use these things? Use this here. The weekend is for you to sit and look at the books, to revise, so that when it's time to write, you don't have to sit and cram the work. But you know what? You're too busy doing this. Your mouth is moving more than the brain is working. I want you to look at this and tell me, at the end of the day, where this is gonna take you, because the friends gonna move nowhere with you. That friends of yours, they are at their homes studying. What you are doing in the middle of the mirror, Farieda, singing, the dancing, moving the body, but you can't move your hand to write, to think. I have nothing more to say. To make a tea there.
The nice thing about my father being a soldier, he had all these pictures of him carrying AK-47. So I will take the pictures with me to school. Every time kids started bullying me, I showed them the pictures of my father. And they look at the pictures, it's like, hey, you look like your father. So the next guy I'm about to call on stage is the legend. He's the first guy to make me a staring in his movie. You've never seen a toothless staring. I was the first one in the world. Thanks to this next gentleman. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Mr. David Cow.
All right. So I've learned a few things that it's either I've only found out during lockdown some of the things black people have been doing, or I have found out things that black people are now doing since lockdown. And I found out, guys, you can reverse an e-wallet. And I didn't know. I had no clue. I had not just any e-wallet. If you had to pay a bribe to a traffic cop and you explain to them, nah, man, but I get no cash. I don't have cash, man. Yeah, and they agree to an e-wallet. As soon as you've left, you can reverse that shit. I didn't know. Wow. Equally with side chicks. As soon as you've left the hotel, my wife might be watching. I was told, I found out this thing's love. It's not me. I don't have a side chick. So I found out you can reverse an e-wallet. For me, this was the biggest thing that I discovered during lockdown. I know it's not like a race thing, but I didn't know black people have also gotten it in it. Colon cleansing. Yeah. I found out it's actually beneficial for health reasons. This is how I found out. I was at the car wash, coincidentally, with a friend of mine from Limpopo, Sam. You know, Limpopo guy, sort of unconventional, a little bit conservative, if maybe you want to put it that way. You know, the guy goes to ZCC Church. That's how far sort of removed my friend Sam is. Besides that, he comes from 3 hours from anywhere. That's Limpopo. Limpopo is 3 hours from anywhere. Doesn't matter where you are. And I was quite surprised. You know, once or twice a week, we go to the car wash and we wash our cars. We discuss things. And then one day, Sam was like, "Hey, yeah, by the way, I booked us a colon cleansing." I'm like, "Hey? What?" Oh, I'm like, "Sam, wait, what?" I'm like, "Okay, fine, Sam." He was gonna pay, so I was interested. So, can you explain this thing to me? I'm like, "Sam, is it private?" Yeah, it's private. I mean, except there's like an old lady there that talks you through it. Then there's a young guy that puts like the pipe up your ass. I'm like, "Huh? Yeah?" I'm like, "Hold on, Sam. What? Like..." So he keeps going, he's explaining it to me. I'm China. Hey, you know, they come there, you know, they put the thing, they open the... Then you can see all the shit that's in your body, that's in your system coming out. Then you can see, they tell you, yeah, here you see in 1993, you were at a Chisanyama in Tembisa. And then here you're at Mzoli's in Cape Town. And you had Vors. You see the difference between the quality of meat in Tembisa and the Vors you had at Mzoli's in Cape Town. And then here you started eating knickknacks. Yeah, and then you suddenly stop. And all this is, I don't know if it's a see-through pipe. I mean, I haven't been. He was sort of explaining. I don't know how long is the pipe. I have no idea. I don't know if it's like a pipe that just keeps circling and like you see all these things. I don't know if there's a screen. Maybe there's a screen that you can pause, you can PVR it, go back. You can fast forward and see your shit from the future. I don't know what, I've never been. But I found out this is a big thing. And then I was like, hang on a minute. This sounds like a spade. I don't know if there's a way or an English word or if spade was an English word or an Afrikaans word. But I grew up and back in the days, parents used to give their kids what they called a spade. It's got like the pipe, like there's a pipe thing that's sort of attached to what looks like, so it's like a smaller version of a basketball ball, but it's not as hard as a basketball ball. You can squeeze it, it's connected to the pipe, so you squeeze it, but then the parents would mix water with soap, but it has to be the cream sunlight soap. Then you squeeze the thing, and then you squeeze out the soapy water with the green sunlight, the long one, right? Then they would, in my case, my parents or someone or aunt, they would put the kid on their lap with their bum out, facing down, and then they'll just put the spade in there, and they were pretty much. I didn't know then they were colon cleansing us. But here we are today from the spade, which I'm sure the spade used to cost like 29 rand. Because there was a time back in the days, especially during apartheid, it looked like everything cost 29 rand. So I'm sure the spade cost 29 rand. The sunlight was probably 3.99. They started cutting it in half. I don't know, they thought black people can't afford the whole thing, so they started cutting it in half. So you buy that on special, you buy the spade. The water in the townships then, I don't know if it was free or we were just not paying for it, but the water was also not that expensive. And today, here we are, we're doing the same kak, excuse the pun, but now we're paying like $400-500 a session for a spade. Basically, colon cleansing is like the spade that went to private school. It's like what that supermarket with the W has done with everything else. That they've taken the traditional old things that we used to do. They stole hammer from us and packaged it in very fancy bottles and are now calling it ginger beer. That's the supermarket that went to private school. I mean, what's next? You know, I'm sure now there's gonna be YouTubers and influencers all over the place. How to colon cleanse without water. Because that's all YouTube is. 90% of YouTube is how-to videos. But all the videos are how to do something without. So if there's driving that just started happening, then how to drive without the steering wheel. That would be like a new thing on the how to colon cleanse with just ice. Ladies and gentlemen, I've done my time. My name is Terka. Thank you very much. Hey!
You know, it took me 9 years to decide to come to Joburg. 9 years. Not because I was scared of crime, no. I was scared of the tagline they use to describe Gauteng. And the tagline is, "Kukwanyama ipheli, kuphela izinyo lendoda," which means you eat meat until your teeth fall off. I was worried. How am I gonna eat all that meat unarmed? Look at me, unarmed, man. But then I decided to come to Joburg. I came to Joburg, and then when I was in Soweto, I didn't see meat. All I saw was boiled eggs. These people are eating boiled eggs everywhere. These people are not patient. Why not wait for the eggs to hatch and then we eat chicken? Huh? So I've been eating all these eggs and I've been farting non-stop. I've been farting non-stop and taking taxis at the same time. I took a taxi on a cold day, and I farted. And in a taxi, it's a multicultural environment. We have Zulus, we have Tswanas, everyone is in a taxi. So I farted hard. And then the taxi driver, who's Zulu, was like, "Yay, vulana mafastera lapo." And then a Tswana lady next to me is like, "Kimang mutu etsa snacks mo taxi." At the back seat of the taxi, a Zimbabwean guy screams, "After robots, yay, we are on M2. There is no houses. Where is this guy going?" I was like, wow, my fart is solving xenophobia in the taxi. But Joburg has been nice. Joburg has been nice. I went to a restaurant, nice restaurant. What I enjoyed about the restaurant was the menu. The menu had pictures so that you don't order things you can't pronounce. The lady came to me like, "What can I get you?" I was like, "There's the picture." Pointed at the picture. There's the picture. The picture had eggs, bacon, every nice thing I've never seen in my life. You know? And then she asked me a stupid question like, "How do you want your eggs? How do you want your eggs?" I'm like, "Don't you see the picture?" But because I didn't want to embarrass this girl, I was like, okay. She was like, "How do you want the eggs?" I'm like, "Mild." My friends were correcting me on the side like, "Seya, you can't say you want your eggs mild. You must say well done." I'm like, "Well done? Don't you understand English? Well done means congratulations. You want me to congratulate the person who made the plate before I eat the plate? Huh? Don't you know English?" Now you see, Joburg has been good to me and I've been good to you. So thank you for enjoying. Yeah, Seya.